Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go! 52.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Set up. 15 line. 15 line. Blue draw quarter. Bang, bang.
On first down, Bradshaw, and his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. 6-6. Pull it high. Go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
In your face. Go. Switch gears.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 52's the money. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Arnold. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 1. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's Hunt, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw, and he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd and 4. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 10. Good for a Steeler first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, Bradshaw. Washington's got it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Tighten up.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have them. Another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Arnold. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Monday. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And now it's Rosen looking. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Ready? 8 read.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out. Tight end run.
Operating from the gun. Bradshaw, flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bradshaw. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, echo.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Go get him, go get him, go get him. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Get him, get him, get him. Hug, hug. Pick the edge. Come.
On 1st down, Arnold. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Arnold. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30! Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Recon, 132 fighter, 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
To throw is Rosen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action here with Rosen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The former Michigan State Spartan, the rookie Justin Lane, there to bat it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
You got three down.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And this is caught by Watkins for a Dolphins touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Defense all day. 36, 36.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it when the other direction had some blocking and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 34.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I got you, boy.
They'll run on first down. It's Arnold. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Arnold only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, it's Arnold. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
No. Off.
Now Rosen on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Flushed out right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 99. Check 99.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On second down now. It's Hunt. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. You ready? Hey, check one. Watching you grind. Come on. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw sliding out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Set up, 30 base. 3 buzz. Joker.
On third down, Arnold. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Push him back. Go.
Ready.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They can't hang with us.
On third down, Muhammad. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, it's Arnold. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Third down and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They run the counter. It's Arnold. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's